later than planned, of life-saving, and there are scenes which some viewers may find upsetting.
If you suffer a life-threatening injury, your chances of survival are changing.
There's a revolution going on right now across the United Kingdom in the way that we treat patients with major trauma.
There's like a head-on collision, so people still trapped in the cars.
There's not a lot left of that vehicle.
In the past, hundreds of patients have died who might otherwise have survived had there been a more effective chain of survival.
Addenbrooke's Major Trauma Centre.
I think she's triage tool positive under the pelvic fracture.
OK, has she had pain relief?
Now, across the country, a new coordinated system is triggered by the most critical injuries.
Going straight down. Lovely. Kate is your teammate. Okay, quiet!
Medics with advanced life-saving skills rush to the scene.
We take over the leadership.
A well-drilled emergency department prepares.
Pupils are not reactive.
The latest technology is waiting,
So I want this patient through the scanner as quickly as possible.
and specialist surgeons stand by.
The clock is ticking.
The BBC has followed the first regional major trauma network to be fully operational, based at Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge.
This is the front line of emergency medicine.
Just don't keep anything from me.
We have people who arrive at the very limits of life.
I just thought she'd gone at that point.
Okay, stand clear. Shock in.
If you suffer a critical injury, these are the men and women with the best chance of saving your life.
Hello, Addenbrooke CD.
It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon at Addenbrooke's Hospital.
There you go.
Oh, killer.
Can you get Brendan to print out some more pre-alert forms for there, please?
So far today, the doctors and nurses in the emergency department have seen 174 ill and injured patients.
Anna, have you got any anaesthetic drugs out?
Addenbrooke's emergency department.
Consultant Rod Mackenzie has just come on shift.
All right, thank you.
He's in charge of getting the hospital's new major trauma system ready for life-threatening injuries from across the east of England.
Okay, just take it away there. So you're going to have a few stitches in there.
You OK there?
What's the address of the emergency?
At 10 minutes past 5, Ambulance Central Control receives a call that triggers the new system.
There's like a head-on collision. There's just two cars. One's in the middle of the road, one's on the side of the road, so people still trapped in the cars.
4 still trapped. All right, thank you, bye. The maximum number of simultaneous major trauma patients that we plan to see at any one time is 5. 4 or 5 patients requiring resuscitation at the same time would push us. So there are 4 patients in total. They've been trapped for a long time.
It's Neil here from Cambridge.
The first response is to send an emergency medical team to the accident, 30 miles north of Cambridge.
So, cheers, Dave. Bye-bye.
There are 4 patients still trapped. We've got a variation of chest, femur injuries, 2 men and 2 women.
CCD medic aid, that's all received, thank you so much.
Dr. Auden Langheller and critical care paramedic Neil Flowers are specially trained to handle the worst incidents.
Being able to deploy a medical team to these incidents is really important because it takes essentially elements of the hospital care to the patient.
If there are 4 poorly patients on scene, it's probably going to be quite chaotic. It's going to be a difficult scene to manage, and there's going to be a lot of decisions that are going to need to be made.
This is the east of England. Stretches from the M25 up to the Wash, across to the east to Great Yarmouth and the coast, across to the Midlands and the M1 corridor. 20,000 square kilometres, 5.8 million population.
So nearest trauma centre is Addenbrooke's. Nearest hospital is Peterborough, which is a district general hospital. So we just have to bear these things in mind.
So in the past, each hospital would work effectively in isolation. In the new system, we're trying to get these patients to the major trauma centre in Cambridge.
It's likely, from what the initial reports we've got, that these are patients who are going to have multiple injuries. These are going to be very poorly patients. It could be a life-threatening injury.
It's an hour since the collision took place.
Medic 88 on scene.
There are already 40 firefighters, 6 ambulance crews and the police on scene. But they need Neil and Audun's advanced medical skills to help free the trapped patients.
Hello, I'm seeing Commander at the moment.
Hello. There's one patient here.
One patient there.
Yeah.
And 3 patients over there. Okay. All trapped. All P1s at the moment. You have someone over there with no blood pressure and reduced air entry. Okay.
The Peugeot here, this vehicle's got a single which is in the hedge, so it's got a family in it with mum and dad and daughter. Daughter in the rear is quite ill.
The 2 cars were travelling in opposite directions and have hit head-on.
Hi guys. The guy in the car there, again, it's a 30-year-old guy, completely awake, he's 15, appears to have a good chest, but again, pelvis and femurs. Okay. Open.
The man driving alone has told medics he's called Matthew. He was driving to his girlfriend's. The family of 3, the Davises, were on their way to a local concert.
We want your guys coordinating, literally hands-on, nice and big and strong, hammer out. We're a longboard. This one, yeah? Yeah, no messing around.
Neil and Auden see that the daughter is wedged between the front seats, trapping her parents.
There's a patient in the back of the car. She has a femoral, a right-sided thigh fracture. We need to just get her pain under control.
Neil suspects her leg was broken when the impact forced her into the seats in front.
This is ketamine. It's a big dose of ketamine. We're unable to get IV access on this lady, so we're going to give her an intramuscular injection. Lift, 1, 2, 3, lift! Down!
An hour and 20 minutes after the collision, the fire crew lift Dawn, the daughter, clear.
Move up, move along into that.
That's it. Lovely job. Right, together.
Another emergency medical team have got Matthew out of his car and are assessing him.
Okay.
This patient sustained some quite nasty lower leg injuries. Given him a pre-hospital sedation. We've managed his fractures and we're now going to go to Addenbrooke as the major trauma centre.
As well as his leg, he's broken his pelvis too.
Hello. He's got an open femur and you're worried about his pelvis. Okay, that's fine. Bye. That's the first one. Diego, your patient. 30-year-old male. He's got a quadripelvic fracture, right open femur. He was awake, but he was sedated for the extrication. Which nursing staff are part of this? You're going to stick with this babe. Okay. We know that the first patient will be arriving in the next few minutes, and you can see that we've created a number of different teams with one kind of overarching team leader, myself, to coordinate what needs to happen.
Critical care paramedic Gemma Varela assesses Dawn. Now she's out of the car.
At the moment, the patient looks like she's got a nasty isolated femur fracture and possibly a pelvis. So we've managed to give her some drugs to help with the pain, and we're just going to take her straight to the major trauma centre.
Now Dawn's on her way to Addenbrooke's. Neil and Audun's priority is her parents, still trapped in the car.
Any update, Jem? To get patients out, they're in a bit of pain, we need to give them something for the pain. So we're just trying to speed that up so that we can speed up getting the patients out so we can fully assess them.
An hour and a half after the accident, the team lift Teresa, the mother, clear from the passenger seat.